Oh, welcome back. Another Democrat switching parties. North Las Vegas Mayor John Lee announcing he is switching party affiliation, leaving the Democrat Party and joining the Republican Party. The move coming with the Nevada Democratic Party seeing growing influence from the Democrat socialist wing. Last month, for example, far-left candidates aligned with Senator Bernie Sanders taking control of every seat in the Nevada Democratic Party leadership, beating out those backed by former Senate leader Harry Reid. Joining me right now is the man himself, North Las Vegas Mayor John Lee. Mr. Mayor, thanks very much for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Tell us why you're switching parties.
Well, Maria, that's the first thing right there that happened. There was just more than anybody could even, it was astonishing that had happened here in Nevada. And so that just led me to realize that there was no Democratic Party anymore. I was probably the most conservative Democrat you've ever met in your life, but there's no place in this party for me or people such as me anymore in Nevada.
That's very sad, actually. And tell me how that played out. Why do you feel that way? What are some of the policies, some of the, the narratives, what you're hearing from colleagues that make you feel like there's no more moderate Democrat Party?
Well, obviously, if you're pro-gun, you're pro-life, your family values are such that's a problem right there. But when you see they want to move in a certain direction that people like us don't want to move, it's basically saying we don't need you anymore. You're no longer what the Democratic Party is about. Therefore, shush, be quiet, and follow or get away, because we're going to take over now. And it's exactly what's happened in Nevada. And I won't stand for it in my life, that's for sure.
By the way, it feels like it's happening across the country. It certainly is happening in Washington. The bullies and the mobs, the activists get going, and they just get together and try to take people down with the cancel culture and ramming through policies that moderate Democrats would not have even thought to agree to. What are some of those policies, if you could talk us through? Because most Americans are going to feel the bite of this. If we start seeing the progressives take over, which it feels like they are in this administration with this radical agenda, all Americans are going to feel this.
It is, and it's the agenda that's going to make the difference of people like me. My job here as mayor of North Las Vegas, we're in the top 75 big cities in the nation, is to ask other mayors to stand up for their communities, the defunding police, all the horrible things that are happening, a lot of bills in the legislature that are going to affect the residents that we love so much. If we can stop that happening, mayors are the most important people in a community's life. If they'll tell the governors, you don't do that, and the governors don't do it, well, let's vote them out of office. And if the governors tell the United States senators and congressmen, we're not going to put up with this anymore, maybe we can build this country back from the bottom up. But it is not happening from the top down. So I'm hoping that other mayors in this country will see what's going on, and they'll join me to say, we're not putting up with this anymore. Either you fix it or we're gone. In my case, I'm gone.
Yeah. And at the same time, you're seeing others do the same. Congressman Jeff Van Drew left the Democrat Party because they threatened him, saying to him, you have to vote to impeach Trump or else. He said, you're not going to tell me how I'm going to vote on things. I'm out of here. Vernon Jones, same thing in Georgia, switched to the GOP. Tell me how the GOP is responding. Are they welcoming you?
Well, they are. Actually, the GOP has its own issues. It's trying to figure out what it is and what it's going to do. But they have those values. They have the desire. They have the understanding of how the economy works. They're looking for people right now that they can gather around and say, maybe there's a new Republican Party that's being built right now, and let's open it up just a little bit and let some of these conservative Democrats involved. Maybe we can get back some of those independents that left our party. Maybe we can do the things as a community to set this whole nation right again. I'm excited about the future of this new Republican Party.
Well, by the way, you're on the final and the last stand. I mean, look at what's going on with the attorneys generals of this country and governors. They find that they are the final line of defense. So, is there anything else you can do to stop this radical agenda? I mean, Republican-led states around the country, for example, are moving to lift the COVID restrictions and reopen. In Nevada, the governor is now allowing 50% capacity for large gatherings and casino floors as of last month. Mayor Lee, what about that? Have you seen Las Vegas start to come back? And is this also, these rules and regulations, something that you want to push back on coming from the progressive left?
No, we're not doing enough. In Nevada, our economy is suffering. We need to get these jobs open again and these small businesses open again. We need to get our schools open again. We can do all this safely. As you mentioned, a lot of other states have been doing it. In North Las Vegas, we've been working very hard to make that happen, but Nevada has a long way to come yet, and I hope that it'll start easing up, that's for sure.
Well, look, Mayor, I know that this was not easy for you. You probably faced the wrath of the activists and the mobs yourself by saying you're going to switch party. It took a lot of courage, and obviously you're working for the people. John, it's good to see you. Thanks very much. Come back soon. We want to continue this conversation because this is a story that we keep hearing about.
Thank you, Maria. It's been my pleasure.